you characters in 10 and 10 quarters. Oh, way past that, 9 and 7.5, whatever. Way past that. You're just as smart as me now. Yeah, well, that's what this video is all about. Smart, or intelligence, or education-wise. Well, let me tell you. Some of you who are not aware, I made a video regarding myself probably a couple of years ago, explaining a few things about gypsy. And a non-educated gypsy. I'm one of them. I've always thanked, not much for God, the God thing, but I thank whoever the character. I want to thank the truant officer, not God. No, let's put it this way. You know what a truant officer is? It's a guy who goes around, checks out kids hanging out on the streets and wondering why they're out of school. Then he reports them, takes them back home to their parents, and then he gets up to their parents and chews their ass off. But listen, this kid's got to be in school here, and listen, better do that, or we'll take him away. Child services, he's a calling of this. And you better do what's right if you want to keep your kid. My parents, of course, they were not educated either very much. Gypsies always travel, move around too much. No time for education, this and that. Moving here, moving there. Anyhow, get to the point. So, yeah, I'm not thanking God for this. I'm thanking that man that day, back in 1956, I guess it was, right here in Vancouver. Me and one of my younger brothers, and I believe one of my sisters too, we were hanging out there in the streets just looking around to steal things. We're gypsies, we were gypsies. We're not stealing like big time, like steal a little apple or something like that, or a banana. Or just whatever, fruit. We had fruit stands out there, and we would grab a fruit and run off. And that's when the guy approached us. I was like, hey, listen, you kids, I'll do maybe I don't remember his voice. I'll pretend I do his voice, Hey, what are you little kids doing out here hanging around? Why aren't you in school? Come on now, where do you live? And all that sort of thing here. Well, look, we live in a house. We live in a house. Well, we don't live in a house. We live in a store. You live in a store? What do you mean you live in a store? Nobody lives in a store. Well, we do. Where do you live? Let's go. So we took them to our store. It was actually a store. Because my dad was kind of intelligent about converting it into a home. Yeah, you got a big window in the front, but living quarters at the back. It's excellent. He was damn good at everything he'd done. Uneducated himself. No one taught him nothing. And I have learned everything from my dad. But I didn't know how to read and write. I did not tell the fucking time. Look at the clock and say, so what? What's that? Something with hands on what goes around here. What does that mean? So I'm not late, I'm there early. I don't care about time. Well, I did consider time. As I said, well, time is something. You got to be considerate, and you got to read and write. So my folks went the next day, took us all by the hand, and took us down there in Chinatown to the school I'll never forget. It's called Lord Strathcona. And I was a little bit big for my age to be in elementary, Oh, there's 19-year-olds. First they threw me in kindergarten. He said, what am I doing with a little kid? No, I'm out of here. He said, no, you got to stay around here. You got to stick around and listen to the teacher. No thanks, I said. I don't know what kindergarten is, but I'm not going to hang around with little kids, 3, 4, 5-year-old. Kind of like a daycare thing. I felt so embarrassed for a guy who was like 8, 9-year-old. So they took me out of there and they threw me into grade 1. Start somewhere. We had to start somewhere. Okay, and I'll never forget this lady as long as I live again. My first teacher. I love her. I hope she's still alive. I contacted her many years ago. She's the one who introduced us, me and my wife Mary. It's a long story, but I'm not going to get into that one. And now, fact is, grade 1, okay. She showed me how to do this, scribbled here, scribbled there, the ABCs, pronunciations, whatnot. It was only for a few years. Grade 3, that's the only education I had, grade 3. and my folks had to move down to the City of the Dead. I call it the City of the Dead. It's Toronto. That's their home. That's their home now. Not for me. No thanks. Don't like Toronto. Never did. Vancouver's always been my home. All right. Better get her going here. So everything I know, or everything I've learned, was from my parents, who were also uneducated. God rest their soul. We'll see. But may they rest in peace anyhow. So I would watch my dad do this, repair a car, repair a stove, fix this, fix that. No education, no books, nothing. He couldn't read and write. I think he could read. Believe it or not, it was a racing form. I couldn't figure out racing form. Just lettering. That's the ABC. That's alphabet. But he read it. He read it. He made good money. Okay. I never asked him about that. I said, well, okay, well, I know he can't read, but he's making money here. Good. And then, so I watched him and everything he'd done. I was always like, I think I was his best son. Well, I'm sure I was, because I'm the only guy who was around him and willing to learn. The only language I knew, the second language was swearing, and as you know, it still goes on today, right? A couple of words in Gypsy, a couple of words in English, and the rest was F word, whatever. We curse people on the street all day long. Gypsy is very insubordinate. Kids, those days, boy, mean, terrible. But I've learned to, kind of change a little bit over time. Well, I still swear, of course, but it's for fun, it's joke. And so now I can repair computers. I'm electronic. I'm an electrician. Plumbing, mechanic, body man. What I mean by body, I don't kill people. I take the body. I'm repair the body of the car. Well, pretty much whatever comes across, whatever needed to be done. I can do it. Now, I don't need no education. I need no books. I've learned from my dad. I've learned from other people. I watch, and it's all trial and error. But, you never make a mistake twice. Well, I didn't do it right this time. Okay, this is the right way. That's it. Now I know forever. Got it right. So I am very proud of my parents, as uneducated as they were. I've learned a lot from them. And I'm glad that I roamed the streets that day. And I want to thank that truant officer. If you don't know that term, it's the guy who goes around pulling kids off the street, putting them in school. God bless him. Years ago. Man is well long dead, I'm sure. I was a kid about 9-year-old, and he was probably about 40. So, gee, he's dead. He died 3 times over. But let him rest in peace. Of course, my English has improved throughout the years because I've learned from other people. I hear people talk, and I pick up. I don't read. I could read books, but I don't want to. I never liked the book. I never liked instructions. I hear. I absorb. As I'm speaking to you now, in that manner, I've learned all my little grammar. I know it's not perfect. And my spelling is not perfect either. But I know you just catch on. Not too bad. It'll be helpful for me, grade 3. But I learned. And, well, it's fun to share that with you. Ain't no dummy, that's for sure. I was born smart. Uneducated. Didn't have much going for me as a kid, but 62 years now, I have wisdom. What is education? It's great to have. College degree and all that kind of thing. But wisdom, you don't need education to have wisdom. Right? Well, some people do want to differ on that one. So, that's all I want to say. And so it's something I wanted to share with you. I'm not ashamed to share this with you. Because I'm a self-made man here, self-taught, self-everything. And I'm quite proud of myself. You may beg to differ, that's okay. I don't care. I've come this far. Nobody goes on. So, I just want to share that with you. And, truant officer. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be talking to you right now with the YouTube thing. I wouldn't know what the hell to do with it. I wouldn't understand a computer. I wouldn't know how to make a video. Share all that stuff. I'm out of here.